Hey guys, so it is the next day, January 1st, 2020. I love the sound of 2020, just flows off your tongue very nicely. So this video is just gonna be me talking. I'm gonna be talking about some goals I have this year, some resolutions, just getting it all out there. So first, because I have a few. So the first one is think more about college. I'm sure a lot of you know I used to major in criminal justice and I didn't get to finish. I went for about a year and a half and I ended up having to move across the country while I was in college. Once I moved, I realized that criminal justice was no longer for me, so I never actually went back to college. I firmly believe that college is not for everyone. You don't need college to be successful in life. If you want to go to college, that's great. Do what you think is right for you. I always told myself that I would never go back to college, but there are things that I am very interested in and that I have always been interested in. So this honestly makes me want to step out of my comfort zone and go back to college. That is on my 2020 bucket list. So I want to journal daily. I want to read more. I want to write more, whether it be the story I'm working on, poems, just about my feelings. I really want to write more poems. I love poetry, huge passion of mine. And I love just freestyle poetry where you just get your feelings out. And then what I do is I do it in a little note section on my iPhone. Speaking Up by Amberlynn Reid. Let's see. Who does everyone believe? Let's start gambling our life, rolling dice like knives on a platter. Who will survive? Will it be the false nightmare you spit or the reality I have tied to a place of sadness and now revealed and altered into madness? Why are you going to break the tide and just leave it there? Break the ice and throw the stone and not think twice? Why are you going to play your sins and call me twice? Twice the lies, twice the price, twice the vulgar manipulated web. Spider to friend, friend to spider, enemy grudge and love lost. Using my name to put yours on lights? What happened to all the fights, all the times they turned into goodbyes? No, I am not perfect in any way. No inside the lines, no glitter outside, no gracefully worded rhymes. No playing perfect like you've begun a show that keeps haunting me. The haunt is the demon I'm trying to escape. Escape the pain and the outwardly insane. Escape the thoughts and the online taunts. Just admit you were wrong and play a different song. Admit the guilt you've sown like a misguided basket case of poisoned sentences. My life is my story, but yet you've written a chapter. The chapter has torn pages, scribbled words of false advertisement. I'm my own narrator, yet you stole the pen to deny, to lie, to pry in a life that was fine. Here are the facts. You lied about your name right off the bat, but still called me insane. You put a ring on my finger, promised me forever, yet you kissed her. You kicked and screamed till it was making hate. Forget making love when the love was gone. R-A-P-E, rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word. Rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word. Rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word. My mental hygiene has been rotten and stirred. Abuse in the picture frame, put on a smile. What I see behind the fake. Glass reflecting, noise destroying, shimmer clatter, frame breaks. I don't understand your left hand connected to your heart, but it's so cold enough to ruin me. Listen, my heart doesn't beat for you. I don't bleed for you. I don't need you. Social media needs this, a drama story, something to decipher, something to dissect, to entertain, to observe, to twist and to melt over. It's not fair for strangers to pick a side to bash and a side to hate, a side to love and a side to hash out propaganda. I'm not on this ride for beliefs, no bashing, lashing, tasteless hashing. I want to be understood. To cowardly clarify, I'm going to say bad choices don't make you a bad person. Almost 7 years have glided, 2,555 days, 61,320 hours. I've cried, I've laughed, I've loved, I've lost, I've tackled, exposed, won, succeeded, failed. I've grown, I've learned, I've moved on, healing along the way. The moon moved from the sun and roses blossom on my favorite weed, as I place a hand on my blood-red heart, hoping one day it'll all be gone. Everything written with the unhealthy circumstances, all the tears that stained my pillowcases, the cruel, hateful comments I received in anger, the wrong assumptions everyone made, the thought of wishing myself off this jaded earth, and the lies you placed in my reality. Specked and spiked and broken down, still standing through all the sound, tearing apart at the seams, I covered all the screams. Screams so silent yet so loud, profound, profoundly intense, and ending this final dance, knowing what you did and saying you didn't. Such a lovely story.
Maybe not, but I just want to pick up after myself more. I have a bad habit of, like, perfect example. Here's a water bottle. I'll finish drinking it and I'll just set it on the table, and without even thinking, it'll be there for like a full day. I'll wake up the next day and be like, oh, I left your water bottle on the table. You know, it's just simple things like that. I feel like it's very important that I learn to say no. I let people walk all over me. When people ask me for something, doesn't matter really what it is, I always feel obligated to say yes. Not always a bad thing. Like, I'm a very giving person, but it becomes a bad thing when I don't know how to say no, where I just give. I just feel like there needs to be some sort of balance, because I'm almost losing myself in the process of just consistently always being a yes man. I know I say this all the time that I want to dye my hair, cut my hair, whatever it may be, but I promise you, the year 2020, I will be cutting my hair and I will be dyeing it. Hands down, it is going to happen.
Okay. This is almost 18 inches off of my hair now. I'd say about 17. So, baby, like it?
Very.
Becky really likes it. She said it makes me look younger.
So, regarding my weight, as you guys know, my highest weight is 572.4. I have a goal weight that I want to be by the end of this year. I want to lose in total, which is part of what I've already lost. I want to be down in total 127.4 pounds, which will put me at 445. So I've already lost some of that 127.4, which I can't wait to, you know, share that with you guys, obviously. So yeah, I really want to reach 445 in this year. I'm nervous because whenever I put out something like that, I tend to not succeed. Okay, so now let's get to the weigh-in. So last Wednesday, October 27th, I weighed 506.2. October 28th, I weighed 505.0, which was a 1.2 loss. October 29, I weighed 504.4, which was a 0.6 loss. October 30th, I weighed 503.8, which was another 0.6 loss. On October 31st, I weighed in at 504.0, which was a 0.2 gain. So that weigh-in was really hard for me because the day before I was on track, I was feeling good, I did my exercises, I ate right. And the fact that I gained 0.2, for some reason, it really messed with my head and I went back to my old habits. I've always had a very hard time with accepting certain weigh-ins, and when they didn't go my way, I would self-destruct. So on that day, I said F it, and I ended up having a cheat day. I ordered seafood boil, which is like one of my most favorite meals, but it's very high in sodium, has tons of butter. It is a lot of calories because throughout the whole day, I do end up eating the whole thing. So the next day on November 1st, I weighed in at 505.2, which was a 1.2 gain. November 2nd, I weighed in at 504.6, which was a 0.6 loss. So this was actually the day I decided, okay, we need to figure out how many calories am I really eating in a day. I noticed that days where I'm on track, I'm only losing like point something, or I gain 0.2. So I was like, I need to figure out what's really going on. At this size, with how little I felt like I was eating, you think that I would be losing weight a little bit quicker. For a normal person to lose 0.6 a day, that's actually amazing. But for someone my size, I honestly feel like I need to be losing weight a little quicker than that. So I said, hey,
let's count calories. Let's figure it all out. So I set my calorie limit to 1600. I feel like that's pretty doable, to be honest, especially because a lot of the foods I am eating is very low calorie. So I actually weighed in today after counting calories yesterday. I ate 1400. So I was below 1600 by 200, which is fine. So yeah, today, November 3rd, I weighed in at 504.0, which was a 0.6 loss. So even with counting calories and eating at such a low amount, I'm still losing only like point something, which I actually today for the first time accepted. All progress is good progress.
Well, let's just say she's 500 pounds for the heck of it, okay? Amberlynn, you better start eating carrots and grilled chicken because you have 55 pounds to lose in 2 months.
I want to walk 1,000,000 steps this year. So I want to get a therapist. As you guys know, I used to see someone, they were actually just a counselor. I want to take, you know, a step up and I want to see a therapist already, but I want to write down everything I eat. I know there's going to be days where I accidentally forget or, you know, I just skip. I'm feeling too lazy to write it down, but I also want to create a weight loss Instagram and make it public to save money. Doesn't everyone love myself more? I want to love myself more mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, physically, that's what I mean is like I want to take care of my hair more, you know, I want to do my nails more, just things like that. I want to film what I want for my YouTube and I want to upload it. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid of judgment. I don't want to be like, oh, what if people don't like this video? I just really want to be me.
So guys, she hasn't completed any single resolution she had last year and we're in November. Nothing has changed. Don't get fooled by her sudden need to post super fun vlogs. The holidays are coming and Amberlynn only wants money. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.